Not long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons & Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Previously on Botched.
So we stole the father Beers in hopes that the group would come in looking for him, but they showed up 3 days later, visibly drunk, even though the world is immersed in chaos. We sent the betas after them, and we are confronting one another in a stairwell as Tedward has just shot lightning at us, and we have transformed fully into our fishy forms. That is all. All right, welcome back, listeners, to the 41st episode of our fourth season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start where we left off last time, as the group is located in the stairwell. Tedward is at the top of the stairs. A whole bunch of fishy people are in the middle of the stairs, and 37 of them to be exact. And then the rest of the group is at the bottom of the stairs behind the fish people. Baiters are someplace we don't know. If we've forgotten, there are 2 purple pillars somewhere in the building that shoot lightning if you get too close to it. And that's kind of where we set up. So really, it's up to you what you want to do. The fish people have fully transformed. They hulked out and ripped their clothing.
Didn't we do initiative before we left?
You might have.
I thought we did.
You did, I think.
Should we just re-roll initiative?
Yeah, just re-roll initiative. Fuck it.
5.
22.
I said I got a 10.
I got an 8.
Good job.
And the monsters got a 1.
Wow.
I wrote a D, but I don't know what the D is for.
I know what the D is for.
You don't?
Hey-o!
You don't.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
Dennis.
It's for sex things.
It's dirty.
Dirty D.
Then first up would be
Done dirt cheap.
Bradley
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
Woo! I'm supposed to think of this with something board games. Milton. Now I remember Milton, but I can't remember Bradley. Bradley, you're up first.
There are fish people?
Yes. So you are in a stairwell.
I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
Yes.
With Tedward.
I'm at the top.
Tedward is by himself at the top of the stairs.
I'm with John?
I think you're there with Milton and...
That's right.
Montana?
Because you're at the top of the stairs, ready to start
Smashing. Mashing.
Oh, also...
Smangin'. Drop down, flippin', and reversing.
Before I forget, Milton got his superpower wrong. He has the ability to fly, not move through rock. That's only Montana. He's a cheat sheetster. So you get 3 unlucky
how
points.
do I fly?
That's kind of like when I add my proficiency bonus to damage all the time.
Yeah.
I just destroy everything I touch, including my parents.
Excuse me, voice in my head.
Yes?
How is it that I do fly?
Giant white wings sprout from your back. Giving you a 15-foot wingspan.
Like Gabriel.
You can do that for 18 seconds, 2 times a day.
So I kind of been touched by an angel and I've grown Jesus wings out my back?
You know what? Now that you say that.
Now they're just chicken wings.
I've been touched by a couple angels
Fried.
as well.
Well done, extra crispy.
High or
buffalo
low?
Chicken wings.
High, I suppose.
Great. You have these real nasty, pigeon wings that come out of your back.
That's all right.
They're
I'll bleach
dirty.
them if we get back.
Bleach 'em.
If birds could have mange, it would.
I was waiting for him to say the word mange. It's the word of the season.
It
It's
is.
all he talks about.
Yeah.
Last season was trundling. This season it's mange.
Yep.
Mangy Trundle. Have you
Second
seen my
season.
Mangy Trundle?
We were always making
band
our
name.
way.
That's my doo-wop band.
The Mangy Trundles?
mangy
The mangy trundles.
It's a doo-wop band.
It's not a doo-wop group. It's a whole band.
It's a band, like a big band.
Yeah, they tour with fish.
No, we swim with fish.
Well, I suppose it's not my turn, so...
No, it's still
Yeah, so
Bradley.
You be quiet there, Milton. You ugly ass pigeon them wings. Oh, God, they're terrible.
They're also not even. It's like 2 different
He can't
birds.
fly correctly.
It flies it well enough.
Your flippy flappies all helter-skelter there, Milton.
You're a swamp bird.
Swamp bird.
Swamp
Call 'em
crane.
swamp swans.
All right, well,
And there are 37. I was sure to write it down because I knew I'd forget the number. 37 fish people.
They're not old.
What?
37.
Oh, okay.
I didn't vote for him.
There's some lovely filth down here, Dennis.
I take a shot at one of them, and I get a 20. Not natural.
Yeah, you'll hit.
I have no idea what
vodka
my
or-
shotgun does.
2d12.
2d6.
2d6. 2d12? My God.
No.
Just making things
All
up.
right, I'm firing off a gerbil.
Get him, Gerbil!
Oh, and if anyone wants a certain individual's magic items when he becomes crippled and falls downstairs, if that happens, feel free to just take them.
Okay, well, I deal 14 damage
Okay.
Cool.
to
Just the closest in the back.
closest
Does
fish
it
people.
die?
No. 14?
All right.
No.
Oh boy.
That we're not going to win this fight outright.
Is there windows in this stairwell?
Yeah, they got bars on them. Or like that wire mesh, so you can't just get out easily. You guys had to teleport through them last
I
time.
didn't teleport nowhere.
You didn't. Somebody did.
I did.
Yeah,
I
you
teleported
teleported
out
out
of the window
and then teleported into another
down
one,
the
yeah.
floor, yeah.
Because you guys never.
Now-
You guys wanted to go to the roof for some reason, then you never did.
I tried to get access to the roof.
Yeah, there is none from inside the building
Well, that's
that you
not
could
fair.
find. You
Well-
went to the goddamn nurse's station
It
and
was
looked in the closet.
Yeah, that's where it normally is.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I ain't college boy voice in head. I never go to college to become an architect.
17 on my second shot.
That will hit as well.
And 13 damage.
Okay.
Is it dead now?
No, it's not dead.
Can I
It's
ask?
below half health,
Can I ask a question?
so it does look unhappy and wounded.
Well,
I'll give you
everyone
that.
looks unhappy and
Yeah.
wounded.
We're in an insane asylum.
As it
with
whips
fish
around and
people
looks at you,
Baiters.
And its eyes blink from the sides instead of up and down. They've got like that.
I bet
gooey
some
fish
lady's gonna fuck him someday in a movie in the future.
Yeah. I'll tell you what
Now,
the
if
shape
only
of water is.
there was some...
this dick.
If only we had some sort of marble drinking fountain that we could pick up and throw out one of the windows. Then we'd be in business.
Or harpoon
Mm.
for all these fishes.
I don't know. You don't look like a strong Native American.
What about just a giant
I was
fryer,
born in America.
so we could make
I
giant
like-
fish and chips?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like a man of the cloth,
no.
like a big fryer man.
Quick,
just a gigantic holy man.
get a vat of tartar sauce.
tartar. I prefer it with cocktail and malt vinegar.
Can I ask a question about the stairs?
Sure.
What kind of stairway are we in?
It's like a metal staircase.
Yeah, but can I see like all the way down, or are there walls?
Yeah, you could see. There's like a 2-foot gap that you could see straight down.
Okay.
So there is a gap.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
So I would be able
It's
to.
one flight of stairs. You literally have the fish people between them, so you can definitely see each other.
Is there room to jump where they're at?
You could jump it.
Okay. And we could just keep jumping all the way down.
You could.
Okay. Good. Just
You're
ask
probably
going to.
take damage because it would be fall damage.
I mean, I'm pretty dexterous with the +1.
Ooh.
I could probably make it.
Break your ankle on the first jump. Well,
I would try to land on Montana Jackson,
okay.
right on his ankle, and try to.
Oh, you landed on his spine. Weird.
Yeah, are we trying to go to the top or the bottom here?
We got to get out of this building.
Yeah, this is not going to
And
end well.
we're in a giant choke point with people coming behind me, people in front of me.
Plus Bader's upstairs.
Yeah, I know that's
yeah,
the
those are
people
the
bad
behind us.
behind it, yeah.
behind him.
What about those pillars? Like, if you're Thor Man, are you resistant to lightning? Can you smash them? They seem important.
What was?
That was on 3rd floor, if I recall correctly.
That's where I'm at.
The
Yeah.
pillars. No, you're on the 4th. You
Dude,
went up to the top floor.
That's right. They're on the 3rd.
They're on the 3rd floor. They were on the 2nd, then ran up to the 3rd,
Yeah.
if I recall
pillars?
correctly. The pillars are on the 3rd floor. Fuck you.
This better not be a pillar episode.
Who's on 1st? Pillars on 2nd.
You know, like that fly episode of
Beta
Breaking
something.
Bad?
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar episode?
Caterpillar.
It's a cat, not a pillar.
Cat or pillar? Which one is it?
I didn't go to college. I don't know.
Never seen that show.
So you jumping down?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Breaking Bad, they talk about cats and pillars all the time.
So, Bradley, you took your 2 shots. Are you doing any movements or staying put?
How close are the fish people?
To you?
Yeah.
2 stories?
Probably about 10 feet away.
I'm gonna move.
Because you're like on that
Back.
little platform that's at the bottom of a stair, like at the bottom of each level before it like goes down or up.
I'm gonna go down the stairs.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bang bang! All right, see y'all later.
Later, baiters.
Later, baiters.
Okay, well then it would be Milton.
Well, I guess I'll unfurl my beautiful wings.
Oh, they're hideous.
Fly away.
First, I'll put them down my back, and then I'll swoop them right up.
Okay.
I have seen a lot of disgusting things in my life.
Hold on. You do that.
It's like snowing bird dandruff whenever he opens it up.
High or low?
Let's go high.
Okay.
Why are they
so
goopy?
your big derpy wings come out and accidentally hits Montana Jackson in the face, knocking him backwards down the stairs. And it's one of those like comedic Leslie Nielsen things where he just doesn't stop
he just keeps
going
going,
down the
yeah.
stairs. So like he rolls down, face plants into the wall, falls backwards again, and just keeps rolling backwards down the stairs. Like
It's also, so it's also like a Family Guy joke where
Yes.
it's like, oh, this is funny. Oh, this has gone on too long.
yes, exactly.
Does
It's
he
gone way
hit-
too long.
Bradley, who's on the stairs.
Bradley, roll me a dex check.
23.
You hear him falling behind you, and you just step out of the way as he down the stairs and just keeps going.
Oh, hey. Oh.
Bye, Montana.
Bye, Dynamite.
He gone.
He go.
Well, I suppose that was the will of Jesus, because he gave me these wings, and I guess I don't want to fly up anywhere now that we mention it, because that's where the fish people are, so I'll just shoot off my boomstick. Mm-hmm.
Shotgun?
Yes.
Okay. Are you shooting the injured one?
Wildly. I got a 5
You miss.
and then a 17,
17 hits. I need you to roll the d6 for the 5, just in case
Yeah.
you shoot yourself.
a 6,
Now you're fine.
and then a 4 for the special.
For the second shot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whenever you shoot that fish person, they're going to be high as a motherfucker.
And then they take
Are they a hive mind?
No.
they take 11 damage.
High mind.
Okay. So you shoot this fish person. It is turned around to look at Bradley. And then
down the stairs.
I know, but when you shot him, he
Oh,
turned
okay,
and looked
alright,
at you. That was his reaction.
All right.
And then you shoot him in the chest, which does a little bit more damage, but his pupils, his fish pupils, get super dilated, and he's just sort of weaving around in a circle now,
He's drunk.
looking at his fish hands, like close and then far away, like
I don't
looks
know
at
why
his-
they call him fins. I don't see him do a damn fin.
no.
No, that's
Hey,
not.
that was
hey,
bad.
fish man! I say as I jump like in between, over the railing, like to the space in between the stairs,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna flap my wings so I slowly descend to the bottom. Because if I got my wings out, I might as well use
I
them.
feel like your wings would be too big for that
Can
little
I keep
tiny
them up
space.
and just kind of like tweedledee
That's,
the
no,
tops?
that's not how bird wings work. They don't have like helicopter mode where they're just like
they're not hovercrafts.
no.
Can I put them
full
out as far
flaps.
as they'll go, and just kind of like try to take the speed down?
You want to break your wings falling down the stairs? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they disappear, and I assume they reappear fully formed again.
Maybe.
I guess I'll just run down the stairs then,
gonna say,
as I say,
just run.
"Hey, fish man, try not to freak out, man."
He's obviously freaking out. So yeah, do you retract your wings or you just keep them out while you're running down the stairs?
I guess I'll retract them because I'm not gonna fly. I guess I like.
They
I
last
get 'em for
18 seconds, so you
right?
got 3 rounds. So yeah, this is just 1 round.
I'll like, you know how like Hawk Birdman, attorney at law, has him like just behind him the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'll do that.
Okay, you do that. Next up would be, yeah, this is John. I fell down the stairs. Let me roll real quick. I'm passed out.
I thought he was concussed on the way down.
Yeah, everything's great. I'm just going to take a nap here at the table. Don't worry about me, listeners. I'm fine. So then it's going to be old Tedward.
Can I fly?
Your superpower
I
is
believe that was part of your
teleportation, and I
superpower.
think you
I
used
use
them
them.
all.
I use them
Yeah.
all. But since I'm Thor, and I have the mighty Thor hammer,
No,
I can swing it around
we
and
had this conversation last time. It does not work like that.
okay.
So the hammer's not super heavy?
well, no, only
No.
orphans can wield it.
It's not super heavy as long as you have the other items on. You can't lift it if you don't have the other stuff on.
So he could toss it to all the fish people and it would squish them to death?
I don't know about squish them to death. It might just hit it and fall down or
It'd
something.
be like bowling. I was going to make a Columbine joke,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
couldn't think of a fish.
Listen, I
thing.
stopped myself.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
know. What's that jump look like to get past them?
Well, so you're just jumping cat a corner, so
Yep.
there would be nothing in your immediate way. You would just have to jump. It's like a 15-foot drop, probably.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Why don't you just go for the whole center thing, and maybe someone will be in your way?
Fall like 4 stories.
No, I'm good. I don't want to do that.
Roll me in athletics. Are you still exhausted? You slept off all
We
your
slept it
exhaustion.
off.
Yeah. That's
Do
why
I-
it's 3 days later.
Do I have a lucky point?
Not the. Let me look here. Let me look. You might. You don't.
7.
So you just hit and take normal damage. So you're going to take 4 falling damage.
Okay.
Your ankle doesn't feel great, but it's not broken or anything. You just don't feel great.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, all the fish people are immediately like looking back
What-
towards you.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
I'm so cute. I'm a cute little orphan boy
Mm-hmm.
with a tight little butt.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. but okay.
Well, it's just part of my character.
Oh, and you guys never did find Father Beers here.
Well, we didn't
Just
really.
FYI.
Is that our goal?
We didn't-
OOC?
No one knows.
We didn't really do good when we got here.
We don't really know what our goals are.
What should we do, Dennis?
I mean, it's up to you what you want to do.
That's not good for a story-based podcast.
Sure it is.
That's how we go shopping for khakis.
No, the Father Beers being here thing was just like a trap to lure you in. So you got here. Here's a trap. You just never found Father Beers. So he may or may not be here. He may or may not be
Well,
alive. You don't know.
I have a
I mean, also, just out of character, every time we ask Father Beers about stuff, he doesn't seem to know shit, so he can fucking die.
Okay.
He knows
Originally,
everything.
the fish people were on the second floor, right?
Originally.
Okay. And we didn't actually see what they were doing.
They were doing a seance.
They were
or
in the
something.
room you guys were originally in. But no one ever saw what they were doing because Montana just shot them in the back and ran away.
He said they had transformed though, so maybe they were transforming into fish people.
No, they just did it right in the stairwell.
okay.
Like
Oh.
they did it instantly.
I have a tracking fob for.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
It's got his DNA in
It's
it.
got his DNA. It's got a lot. If anybody has his DNA, it's
I
me.
have spoken. You need to get yourself a blurg, brother.
It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep running to the
Okay.
second floor.
All right. You do.
Good.
You just run. You don't have to roll to run.
No,
You're
I'm
okay.
not gonna roll to run.
I mean, you got your dice there. You look at itchy trigger finger.
I like to roll poorly, so I try to do it as much
Okay.
as I can for you.
You're not gonna take a shot off at the fish as you go. You get to,
Sure, I'll take
Oh
my.
wait, or a double move. Never
I was
mind.
double
Shut up.
moving, so I don't want to.
Well, the double move, you can make it past the second floor if you want.
No, I want to go on to the second.
Oh, onto the second floor. Okay, so you start to run down the hallways. Of
where
the
I
second-
believe that the fish.
that other room would be.
Yeah,
Okay. Yep. All right.
with a cute
Uh,
little tight butt.
So then it'll be the monsters' turns, which they're going to make their way down the stairs.
Oh, hold on. Where's Montana? Is he at the bottom?
He's all the way at the bottom of the building.
Okay.
Like face biting one of the stairs.
So we run by and
well-
curb stomp him on the stair.
His face isn't really biting the stairs. It's kind of going in a direction it shouldn't for the rest of its like spine location. So he's in a good place right now. He's not dead. He's just
He'll want to be.
he'll want to be dead whenever he wakes up.
He looks like he could use some morphine, in my medical opinion.
Maybe some less fiend at this point.
So they're making their way down the stairs, though they are not sprinting or running. They're just walking at a normal pace.
Nice intimidating walk.
You can hear them because it's like a squishy. It's like when your shoes are
Flopping.
filled with water. It
Flippy
makes that
flopping.
squishing noise. Kind of like that when they walk. But it's like
Maybe if we get like a
whole
fan,
herd of
we'll
them.
dehydrate these fish people to death. I'll flap my wings real hard at them.
And I pull out my wings.
I teleport out of the building.
all right. So then it'll be back around to
It's my turn.
you,
All right,
Bradley.
well, I'm running down the hallway, gonna go to that first room that they was having a seance in.
I would say if you double move, you can get all the way back to that room.
I'm doing it.
So you can get to the door of that room.
Can I open it?
It's open.
What's in there?
Do a perception check.
No.
Okay. You see,
Wow, it's pretty dark in there.
it's pretty dark. because the power is flickering. It did go off at one point, I believe, last episode, so it's flickering on emergency power. So it's a little tough to make out exactly what's in the room.
I'm also just looking at my shoes.
Yes, you were looking
Yeah.
straight down.
Yeah.
Swamp boots.
It's like when I was playing the Observer and I
Swamp.
realized you can see all of yourself, which never happens in a first-person game almost. So I was like, oh, I've got clothes on and feet?
Oh, wow. Swamp
Wow.
sandals.
Wow. This is crazy.
wearing a belt.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Meow.
So then it would be Milton.
I'm follow my brother cousin. Have a little bit of sweet tea. I guess I'll jab am I going by the Dr. Jackson?
Are you going to the second floor or out the building?
I want to go to the second floor.
Okay, then you would not pass Jackson. So,
Good luck, Montana.
okay.
The Lord will be with you.
You just hear a up the stairs. So if you double move,
At least he's responding, you know.
Yeah.
He's got the ability to not waste oxygen.
what help you? Yes, we will help you.
He's a doctor
Yeah.
of archaeology, so he's going to be what he always wanted to be, his bones.
It's because they dead. Ancient history.
So you would get pretty much to the same place as Milton, right there in that doorway.
Famous and respected, you say.
No, crippled. No, you're in the same spot as Milton, right there at the doorway of that room.
Hey, brother cousin.
If you want to do a perception check, you are more than welcome.
How's an 8?
You are also looking at your feet because you see Milton or you see Bradley doing it, and you're like, "What's he looking at?" So
What,
you
what
look
are we
at
looking
it.
at, brother cousin?
Look at my shoes. Look at
Yes,
them.
they're real swampy.
They've been
Mine-
untied this entire time. How have I been able to run so swiftly while my goddamn flippy floppies are fucked up?
Maybe you should send a gerbil down there.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
Well, then it would be Montana Jackson's turn. Montana, what are you doing?
Good talk.
Okay. Then we will have Tedward.
Am I in the room where everyone is?
No, you're down the hallway, so one movement action would probably get you pretty close.
I'll do
where they are.
that.
Okay.
And I want to perceive.
Oh, hey, Tedward, what's in this room?
Your shoes are untied.
I
bro.
know.
Roll perception.
It's wild.
You could go in the room, actually. You have enough movement to get into the room.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Perceive.
Would you roll?
13.
Okay. So you can see that there is all the beds are still in there from the other people that are still unconscious. They're all still in there, hooked up to whatever. You see all these runes carved into the floor and walls. In some are carving, some are like blood. And at the back of the room, you see chained up to the wall with his arms above his head is a shirtless Father Bierce who's got like multiple like tiny lacerations. His face is all fucked up, like his eyes like swollen. It's all purple. Lips busted in multiple places, just blood all over his face and
Papa?
chest, and his head's just hanging down. And then you happen to notice that in the two windows above him, two big eyes pop up and look through the windows at you, Tedward. Each eye is about the size of the window.
What kind of eyes?
Big fish eyes.
They're crying.
Big fish eye. That's what you see.
Should we have killed this guy in the ocean a long time ago?
We weren't there for that. That was someone else's
Montana was.
responsibility.
What are you talking
Oh,
about,
see?
Milton?
Yeah, Montana was there. He's been there for all of it. No one else has.
That wasn't. I didn't say nothing. That ain't my voice.
Oh, what?
Father. Father Pierce. Papa.
And one of his eyes flits open a little bit. Hey, Tedward, it's a trap, Tedward. You gotta get out of here.
Where do I go next then, Papa?
I don't know.
Do you want me to take you?
I mean, yes. I would rather not be tortured here any longer, please.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to save you.
Thanks. Much appreciated. I'll give you tummy rubs when we get home. You like that, don't you?
I can't understand you,
And
Papa.
a scratch behind your ears.
Just save your
such
energy,
a good
Papa.
dog. You're such a good
No,
dog.
Father, save your energy. Don't please stop spitting on me. I know
blood.
I'm an orphan boy, but you don't have to spit on me.
Coughing up blood every
You
once in a
little
while.
butt, but you don't have to spit on me.
We gotta stop him.
I'm gonna get him down.
We gotta stop him, Tedward.
I'm gonna get him all
We gotta
down.
stop him.
Can't get them off.
I'm gonna get him off these
You gotta
chains.
pull them off.
I'm gonna get him off these whips
It's
and
off
chains.
the chain in this
Like
place.
two dogs chained.
Throw your D6s at him.
Okay. Yeah, so, okay. You're trying to get him down then?
Yeah.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Is that a strength?
No. You can try
dexterity.
strength to try and rip chains out of a wall,
No.
or sleight of hand to pick the lock.
Could I use my door's hammer to try to break them chains? Like it's a heavy strength hammer, so I figure I could break the chains.
Maybe.
Made of magical
Give
material.
it a shot.
It's a better roll
You
for
can
me
get-
than
hey,
sleight of hand.
Give it a shot.
But what's the DC might be a lot harder.
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah, but all his DC starts at 15, so it's like I'd rather go with something I've got a +6 in than a +1. I'm gonna break
Unless the DC's at
What are you doing? You
20.
gonna break him?
What was that?
Just doing math.
You're not supposed to do math puzzles.
I've just opened a beer. I won't do it for a while.
What do you guys think I should do?
Whatever your heart desires.
I break some chains with my hammer, and I got an 11.
So you hit the chains, and it makes a very loud twing.
That seems unbreakable.
Yes.
I've tried everything.
To you, it seems unbreakable.
Can I try it again?
Sure.
I'm attacking twice on
Yep,
the
yep,
chains.
yep, yep.
There we go. If that doesn't work, we're fucked.
Okay.
23.
Yes, so you hit the chains, and it looks like whatever mechanism was holding them, that's what you hit, and it shatters that. So he's still
And
got...
his arm?
Well, I was thinking about it. The force is not great.
I'm going to raise my hammer up to the sky. I have the power! I scream.
Yeah, you break his wrists
That's
as well.
fine. He
but,
doesn't need
and
those.
he still has the chains around him. And
It's a melee weapon for
but he's
him
out.
now. He's out of what?
He's not locked to the wall anymore.
Okay, good.
And you hear a low rumbling noise outside the building.
Still looking in?
Yeah,
I
straight down at you.
I see it. And it sees me.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't know. Hold on, it's an old god.
Yes.
Can I still... I think I've used all my actions.
You have. You've used many actions.
I want to talk to it. I can finally talk to an old
too
god.
late.
No, it's not too late.
Too many things.
I'm staying here.
Because you talked to Beers.
I closed the
moved
door.
twice.
We're all staying here until I can talk to this thing.
Okay.
You're
We're
the
talking
only
this
one in
out.
the room with him.
I will. Come here, guys.
Crisscross applesauce. Let's do this.
We need to help him. I can't carry him alone. My cute little butt.
Then it's going to be the monsters' turns.
Which monster?
All of them.
Oh, I thought you
Our
meant...
turns.
Yeah, we're the monsters.
Yeah. You already had
Father
your
Beers
turn.
gets a turn now. You roll
He
his...
does.
He's
Let
a
me-
sexual predator.
He's a monster. He got a 12.
So he should go before the monsters now.
And not that
Sure.
like he rapes people. He's a predator that's just very sexual.
Sure.
Like the aliens.
Have you
Beers.
ever seen him take down a gazelle?
Beers looks like he can barely walk and is going to need to rely on the kindness of others to move around.
Tedward's cute little butt.
My God, son, your butt is very cute in that Thor costume. You could bounce a nickel off that thing.
Yeah, you tell me this every morning. This is how you wake me up in the chambers after I'm dehydrated.
What's that song?
Is that why you always wake up and I see you covered in nickels?
Best part of waking up is
Is-
Tedward's buttercup.
Nickels on your butt.
Nickels on your butt. I wrote that song for you, Tedward.
Yeah, that's why I always say I could take a nickel or two.
Okay. So yeah,
Whole sleeve of them I seen.
I gotta make money. This, I don't have no education.
sure. Beers'
I
turns.
ain't got no thought control.
Beers' turns are more like saved actions to move with you guys, as opposed to doing his own movement, because he can't really move too well on his own. So
Even if we give him a gun, he's got a broken wrist. I mean,
both of his wrists are broken, aren't they? Or did I say one of them?
One.
Okay, so one of his
we
wrists
could-
does function. So you could give him a gun, and he could shoot
grip
it.
it.
Real shaky old man hands.
Have you ever seen Loaded
Give
Weapon?
that man a beer so he can shoot that gun.
I got him in my sights.
No, but I've seen Blazing Saddles.
Okay. So then it'll be the monsters' turns, and they continually squish down the stairs. They get to the second floor, so you can definitely hear them in the hallway coming towards you guys. It'll probably be another turn before they get to that room. There is a loud shrieking roar outside of the building, and the wall of the asylum starts to break down as his clawed hand just starts ripping the side of the building open so he can get in there. And like the wall sort of collapses out, and it's just this very large, it looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon a little bit, but more greenish. And it's got a maw of teeth, and just these burning yellow fish eyes. And yeah, it looks like he's about to reach in after you guys. That'll be his next turn, probably. He's got a hell of a reach on him. So then it'll be old Bradley Chamberlain. There's a large fish person right in front of you.
Should I major laser it?
If only we had some sort of gun that could kill gods. I don't know.
I'll pick your body up. I'm already holding
I'll
him.
Well,
fly
the
to
only
safety, brother
issue
cousin.
is that he's technically in front of you at the moment. So you'd have to run past Tedward and then do it, because otherwise you'll blow him away.
Use half your movement to go by me. Shoot him. The force of the gun will throw you back past
It's
me.
never done that. You can just shoot him next to him.
Just aim it really well past my head.
We could do the Fury Road thing. Take a knee.
Hold on.
And I'll aim next to your head.
No. I already said that I'm holding my hammer up. So just shoot the god gun into my hammer, absorbing the powers, and then I'll beat him to death with the god hammer.
You guys never remember how this gun works.
That's not how.
No,
It hits the ground and goes forward.
Okay. I'm going to aim it up. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
You
It's
aim
still
it up,
gonna-
buddy. It's going to go straight down and then straight. Yes.
You gotta run past me. Don't let me die.
Well, if you arc it, just shoot like right by his head.
No,
it'll
it doesn't
arc
go
down
for it. It's just a
first.
ball that falls out of it and then explodes.
Father Bierce is just like, I'm ready to die. I've
No,
always
you-
wanted to die in the arms of a beefy child. At least
Maybe
I'll
Beers
get
could
that.
shoot the gun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do now.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right. I can shoot a gun. Just point me in the right direction. I can't really see too well without my glasses and my eye.
What if I aim it for him?
Well, that's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do. I'm
yeah.
gonna
Assist,
I'm gonna
yeah.
put him on the ground and put his back up next to a bed, so he has spine support.
What? So it shoots his legs off? Come on.
What?
Lay him forward.
Prone forward,
Yeah.
like an army man.
Prone bone him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just put him face down with arm out.
Just planking forward. He can't support
Yeah.
himself.
It shoots a giant beam. He just needs to go in a direction.
Yeah.
He just needs to point it towards it.
I put him on the ground.
Okay.
As a free action,
Okay.
facing forward towards. What's this guy's name?
Fishman.
His name is Dagon.
Oh, this is finally Dagon,
Yeah.
Mr. Dagon,
Yeah.
Professor
You've
Dagon.
met. Well,
And
you haven't
Dr.
personally
Professor.
met him.
Dr. Professor Dagon.
Montana met him once before.
This is okay.
He threw a black hole at him.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Okay.
So, am I assisting him in doing this?
I guess.
All right. Okay. So I hold Father Bierce's hand
Okay.
and tell him to fire, but I let go as
Okay.
soon as he fires.
He's like, all right, here goes nothing, guys. And he fires, and a little beam of light pops out, and it doesn't really have far to go because he's already on the ground. So it's just. It doesn't do what you guys are used to it doing. The beam does go out like normal, but it doesn't just carve a hole in Dagon because he is like an old being or an elder god or whatever he is. I forget off the top of my head.
Old people are immune to lasers.
That's
Yeah,
true. I
it is
read
known.
that.
So it just hits him and throws him backwards really far.
Ah, sweet. We're doing
Like
a
it's a-
kaiju
it's
fight,
like a
but we're
push
the
cannon.
kaiju.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Bierce immediately
Giant monster. from
passes
Godzilla.
out. It's a Godzilla movie.
I don't.
You've heard of it.
It's a big lizard.
You've seen the trailer.
He fights big
Is this
monkeys
like-
and
all
big
right.
moths and big
Is that real?
three-headed
Is
dragons.
that real?
Yeah.
Why
It
is
only
this?
happens in Japan, though.
Well, yeah, no, because these the auto gods attack America. I figured other countries have other monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised you didn't bring a Godzilla character into this campaign.
It's over there.
Just wait.
I got two.
Next to your burnable chlorine.
I don't know what you're
To that
talking about.
open fire in the room indoors.
It's out. It's been out. I blew it out. I swear. It's not burning. Yeah, so it looks like it shoots him back out into the bay. So now there's a big hole in the... I mean, there's been a big hole. You basically didn't make any larger of a hole in the wall because it's already there.
Yeah.
And it shoots him out in the bay and he splashes in the water and you don't...
But we did yeet an older god.
You
Or
did.
An elder being.
He'll probably drown.
Sure.
Yep.
And at that point, we're going to take a break. Hello, listeners. This is Dennis, World's Most OK's DM, here to talk to you once again about patreon.com/botchedpodcast. If you head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast, you can find levels ranging from $1 all the way up to $50, from just the tip to playable one-offs, to behind-the-scenes videos, to art, to loot boxes, to
getting to play with us every other week. So head on over there and check that stuff out. You can also check us out on Twitch. You can find Phil at Imaginary Nomad. You can find Tristan at Comrade Kale. You can find Austin at Chili Dog 5. And you can find myself back on Twitch 5 days a week at twitch.tv/world's most okayest DM. So head on over to Twitch and give us a watch. Back to the show. And we're back. Okay. So you got fish people behind you coming down the hallway. A big open hole in the wall
On the second floor.
on the second floor.
We yeeted an elder being.
And you yeeted an elder being.
I'm pretty proud of us, you guys. That was awesome. Now, should we try and make our way downstairs to save Montana Jackson?
Don't get cocky, kid.
That fish.
Listen,
people
you
in that-
gotta appreciate your victories when you have them.
This is not the time or place right now. We are still in great peril.
So it's still your turn then, technically?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'll pick up Father Bierce.
Okay. He's very light.
Yes, he's an old, frail man. And I'm going to hold on to the major laser.
He's a great old one. That's what he is.
He is great.
Well, Father Pierce
Also
isn't
known
that
as
old.
Father Dagon.
Oh,
Daddy Dagon.
Daddy
Daddy
Dagon.
Dagon.
Papa
Fish
Dagon.
Daddy.
Fish Daddy. Fish Daddy. Who's gonna see? Who's gonna see?
Yeah, no, I got it. I liked it.
So yeah.
All right, so I'm picking up Father Bierce,
Uh-huh.
not Daddy Dagon.
Uh-huh.
And
Where are you going? The exit is currently blocked down the
If
hallway.
only there was some giant hole in the.
there's a
building.
giant hole. Is there a way for me to go from this floor to the bottom floor through the hole in the wall?
There's a. I mean,
Fire escape.
Like, how big did he tear a giant
just the
gash?
just
second floor.
just that wall.
Just
He
that
tore that
one
out.
wall.
Yeah.
how's
It's
the?
really well constructed.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, how's the building?
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's not made of steel beams, so it's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Jet fuel.
Doesn't
No,
hold
his
it.
name's Dagon. What about Building 7?
Just don't worry about it.
No, this is building 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number one in your hearts.
Number 3 on the call.
the most mentally sound building in all of New York City.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Nope, that's number 7.
Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Is he?
I don't know.
I don't think he's number
thought he
7.
was
He's
3,
3.
motherfucker.
No, Junior. 3 is senior.
Was.
No, not when he lives in here.
Okay.
I don't want Dale Jr. in my fucking search history.
All right. So there's a big hole in the wall. It doesn't look like there's an easy way back into the first floor just from, like, if you jump out the wall, there's, like, another hole
I'd
down
have to
below.
run around and
Yeah.
get back into the main door.
Yeah. Now, you might be able to climb down or something. Or climb up, whatever your plan is.
Or I could jump and then activate my bug pack
Yes.
and not take fall damage.
Bug to safety.
Yes.
Yeah. I might bug to safety. What do we think, guys? We're not
Well-
getting through the fishman.
That's a.
Brother cousin, we barely even know that professor, and he's just been a dick the whole time. I think you shouldn't worry about him.
Well, hey, he's
and
got
we
all
should-
kinds of knickknacks and magical doodads
Well, you could.
you.
that I
you
would
raise a
love
good
to
point.
have because I have a chain whip and a shotgun that shoots gerbils, and they neither are extremely effective.
Now, look, you could use your bug pack out the hole and then put Father Beers on the ground and run in and grab that guy, and then we can
Well, we
just,
distract him.
we can get in the car and leave.
All right, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you're going to jump out the hole, activate bug pack, land on the ground, drop ears, run around to the other side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is not enough movement to do all of that.
Okay.
You can get around the side of the building, but you're going to need another couple movements to get back around to the front of the building and in.
Well, maybe by that point, Montana Jackson started crawling towards the door.
It's not his turn yet. We'll get to that.
He's not going to do that.
No, he might.
He might never do anything again.
No, he's fine.
He's going to need a feeding tube
Oh, I do need you
and an iron lung.
to do a perception check while you're outside.
Sure.
Totally unrelated, not a patron thing.
Oh, good. That's good. 18.
You happen to notice a shadow go over your head. It's like small. It's not very big. And then you also notice a purple flash. Like from the crystal, but when you look up, you just see a few feathers fall, but that's it.
That's the Crow Man.
You don't know what else. These are white feathers. So yeah, you just notice that. You don't know what that's about.
Caw. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The Crowman prophecy
Yeah, you just noticed that.
has been fulfilled.
Weird.
That was weird. It's like a bird flew into a pole.
Kinda.
And
But you don't... It's not like a whole bunch of feathers. Just a few feathers.
You should grab them for.
Now, the last time you threw something at the thing that was alive, it mutated your gerbil into a giant beanbag chair.
Yeah.
But you don't see a big, giant, mutated beanbag chair bird flying around, so...
Grab those feathers for
Don't
your
know what
brother
happened.
cousin,
Yeah, I'll grab feathers
so that he can fill out his.
Glue them in there.
with a 23.
Sure, they're a little singed, but yeah.
All right, I have some singy feathers.
Okay.
I'll give them to my brother cousin
Okay.
so he can add it to his
If you see him.
Franken wings.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you do that.
Mhm.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be,
Father-
Milton. Oh, no, it's Father Beers.
Father Piers.
Who's asleep. So I guess I can roll to see if he's not asleep. He's asleep. He's very, very asleep. He botched. He is super sleepy time right now. Then it's going to be Milton.
Say, Tedsworth,
Yeah, what's up, Swamp
are
Swamp
we
Daddy?
distracting these fish people, or
So they are already making their way down the hall,
Yeah. You
Sir.
can't see him yet.
but I can hear them.
Yeah. Squish, squish, squish.
So with the layout, is there a way to like run around and get back out that door?
Not really. It goes around, but there's a wall in between, so you can't really...
Can't you transport through that? Swamp Papa?
No,
I
because-
can only fly. I can only touch the sky, little boy.
He could fly out the hole in the wall.
You could grab me and then fly out the hole in the wall.
Yes, well, I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to leave my bucket of tea here.
Well, I mean, I got hands. I can hold your tea. I certainly won't sip any of it.
Well, I guess that's probably our best recourse. I just don't want to have my brother cousin get caught by those fish people. Do we have anything explosive we could try to...
No. That's the one thing you've not accumulated this year, is explosives.
Seems like a terrible idea, given that they are a wonderful invention.
Sure.
But,
That is curious. You guys have never tried to get a single explosive device.
I have all this morphine, though.
Sure, you do. I'm sure it's flammable.
Yeah, I'll grab Tedward and
Don't know.
and fly out the hole.
Okay.
And I'll hold your sweet tea for
Now
you.
are you
the
flying?
car.
So you're just going to fly around the building. Try and go to the car. Okay.
Yep,
I'm gonna
get
say-
the car and start it.
Too much movement to try and get there. You will get a little further than
Bradley.
Bradley did.
Can we both do perception checks for the bird?
Sure.
The crowman?
Yeah.
13.
8.
Milton sees nothing. Tedward, you see the same thing he did, which is flash of light, little shadow goes over your head. You could have swore you saw a flock of something.
Flock
Seagulls.
of seagulls.
They were bigger than pigeons.
Crows. A murder of crows.
They were white, so no.
What are seagulls? I know.
Albino crows.
Albi crows.
Crowbinos, come on.
Ah,
Albinos.
crowbinos. Damn it.
Damn it. So yeah, but you didn't
Can I
see
grab
so-
feathers?
Sure.
What is that, Dex?
Yeah.
A 10.
You get one feather.
And I drink of his sweet tea.
Okay.
Hey,
I believe...
I told you.
No drinking my sweet tea.
It's a 20 con check. So whatever your sweet tea actually is.
This is just sweet tea?
Sweet tea.
It's just sweet tea.
Fermenting, I hope.
Oh, ferment. Okay. Well, then it'll be around to Montana Jackson.
I'm gonna crawl towards your door.
Then it'll be Tedward. You're currently in the arms of Burly Man.
The arms of the burly man. A pigeon. Ah, damn it, I am off tonight.
Swamp Bird.
I hear him calling in the night.
How close are we to the
Cuckoo,
car?
cachoo. Get it 'cause they coo.
Bone chilling.
You're about, 30 feet down and then probably 100 feet or so. 150
I can't
feet
do
away.
anything really.
Yeah.
Except perceive for that
You get
crowman.
ready in action. sometime.
Perceive for that crowman again.
Okay.
That's a lot better with a 19.
The flash of light was blinding, and you could have swore you saw a shadow dart around the building, but you didn't see what it was.
Oh,
It was
that's-
same size, though, so it doesn't look like it mutated into a giant peacock bird.
I'm going to ready my shotgun. I only have one hand.
Okay.
So I'm going to sprout my tentacles and make them
Ugh.
hold. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not to your liking, you trash pigeon?
They're touching my wings.
I'm sorry. Everybody here has weird things growing out of them. I mean,
Ugh.
they're not slimy anymore.
They're slimy.
They're slimy.
They're very
That's a lie.
slimy.
I just lied to
They
you,
are the
Swamp Papa.
slimiest. It's like
Swamp Papa.
Montana's
Swamp
ice
Papa.
after he went to bed the other night.
Swamp pie. You're
Swamp
not my
pie.
swamp pie.
Notice
So-
me, Swamp Pie.
Wreck me.
I got a
swamp
bad
pie.
case of swamp eye.
So my
Swamp Pie's chicken.
I'll literally kill for it.
So the tentacles are gonna hold my sweet tea,
Okay.
our sweet tea,
Okay.
as I hold my shotgun, ready for any kind of flock of seagulls that come near me and try to
Okay.
peck my eyes out
Okay.
or my cute little butt.
Okay. Okay.
That's my action.
Who's got the keys to the car?
Montana.
Okay.
That's another good reason to go and get him.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So then it would be the monsters. Okay. What? Still
spilled
water?
water all
Oh,
over
I'm sorry. You
myself.
got a drinking problem.
Yeah, there's no drink in front of me.
It's an airplane joke. The monsters. You have no idea what they're doing.
They're probably playing Pinochle.
Yeah. So you have no idea because you can't see them. They're inside the building. So then we'll be back around to Bradley.
I make my way to the front door.
Yeah. So you can get into the building. You have enough movement to get in and probably go to the stairwell.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
And then I pick up Montana's vegetative state.
Sure.
And that's
His
what I
neck sort of. It's like a slinky at this point. Just it's not working like it's supposed to. But he's just drooling at this point. And yeah, so you pick him right up.
You're supposed to support the neck or not move to bodies.
I
Or
s-
move it to a safer place for the EMTs to pick up.
There's only a little blood coming out of his ears.
It's fine.
You can just
But his
scream him
asshole has
naked.
blown out.
It's the normal amount.
The wall is covered in bloody shit for some reason. Okay, so yeah, you pick him up. You also at this point can hear the fish people coming back down the stairs. So
Okay.
How hard are they coming?
so hard,
Oh, swamp pie.
so hard, Swamp Pie. Then it will be Father Beers, who's still passed out. You guys just left him back on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still passed out. And then well, then it'll be Milton.
What's my movement like with these wings?
So it is 150% what you normally have. So instead of 30, it's 45 for a move. Flying. Although I'm pretty sure you're out of bird wing at this point. It's been 3 turns. Yep. So your wings disappear all of a sudden.
Good thing we're at the car.
So you're falling. You could put them back out again and just use the second charge. Or you could just fall for 20 feet.
We're only like, yeah.
Or 30 feet.
But what about
We were
your
at the
sweet,
second floor.
your sweet tea?
Well,
No. Second floor. Not that big of a fall. I was ready for it.
okay. I'm just
And we're over the car. We're like over top of the car.
You're
so
not over top.
that's like another 5 feet.
You're not over top. You take 11 fall damage. Both of you. Since you're holding Tedward.
How's the sweet tea do?
Sweet tea?
Cradle that with your life, son.
The sweet tea's okay. It only spills a little bit.
I dex
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit spills. A little bit.
15.
A little bit. A little bit spills. Couple
Does it
drops.
spill
You
in-
get a couple drops on your tongue,
Okay.
but some of it's also spilled.
Okay.
Milton just sucks
And
it
then
out of the
I'll,
dirt. Just not a drop can be wasted of its nectar. You still have 100 feet to go to the car.
I'll double move to the car
Okay. All right. You do that. That's
with
your
my
turn.
gun out.
Okay, you do. You don't see any fish people out there or anything. The car is all by
Safe at
itself.
last.
So, the power's still shitty. The entire city is engulfed in a giant storm, it seems like. So, constant lightning, swirling winds, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's not looking great. screaming in the distance constantly. It's not a great time.
I'm not threatening anybody that comes near my car with my gun.
You don't see any people because this is like
Good.
gated in, so you don't see anything. Baited in, yes.
I mean, is the car locked? I don't get to the car, though, as you're saying.
No, you don't make it all the way to the car because double moving gets 60 feet, so you still got 40 to go. So you're not all the way there yet.
All right. When I do,
If you flew, you'd be closer. But yeah.
still take 2 turns.
Yeah. So then it will be. Then it is going to be Tedward.
I double move to the car.
Okay.
Still with my gun,
Same spot as.
looking
Milton.
for the Siegel, Dan Siegelman.
Okay.
Do I hear anything?
No. Well, aside from all of the chaos that's currently
I'm gonna
going on.
perceive again
Okay.
with a 22.
Nothing I haven't already described
Okay,
to you.
I'm just looking for that.
Yeah.
Keeping a watchful eye out.
Yeah. Monsters go. They get all the way. They're halfway down that stairwell where you're located, so they're pretty close to you.
Okay.
Not on
I
you.
thought he was like halfway in the hallway dragging.
He is. So I'm saying they're in the they're halfway down that last stairwell, so they are
I see.
within like 30, 40 feet of you at this point. Then it'll be your turn again.
I'm going to take my dear Montana,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to the car.
Okay. All right. Double moving with him will get you. You're pretty much all equidistant from the car. So on your next turn, you'll be able to get there. So next up would be Father Beers, who's still passed out. Then it'll be Milton. So you can get to the car on your turn.
Can I see Father Beers?
No, you left him behind the building.
I didn't leave him anyway.
Okay.
Left him?
You did.
Well, yeah, I left him. You guys left him.
They
That
just
was your
flew away.
responsibility.
Just flew away.
It was your guys' responsibility.
He's just laying in the grass behind the building.
We can pick him up in the car.
Yeah, he's across the street, I believe. Because he jumped out with his wings so he would go straight, and he left him, and then he came back inside.
Yeah.
to
On the
door,
back side
and
of the
we
building.
jumped out and went to the car, which is on the other side.
He's on the dock side of the building.
The
Dock
The
side.
dock side of the force?
Yeah. Docks.
Docksund.
Bayside. Whatever you want to call it. So yeah. So you get to the car. You can get in the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put it in neutral and start to push it towards Bradley.
Okay.
You don't have the keys.
He put it in.
Yeah, but
neutral.
you can put your brake on, and it's not a modern.
Who done forgot to lock the vehicle?
I don't think
Jackson.
you guys ever locked the cars.
Yeah, we've never locked the car.
So yeah, you put it in neutral. You can start to push. Strength check.
Mm-hmm. Help me, little boy. For I have a strength check of 10.
22.
Yeah. So you're pushing the car towards Bradley. It's rolling along. Then it will be Tedward who's pushing at this point, and more. And then the monsters, who are making their way outside and just
Making
sort
their
of
way outside.
marching towards
Marching fast
your group.
towards the group.
Squish, squish,
Squishy, squish, 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 squish.
Bradley.
I am going to use my first action to take the pendant off of Montana and
Okay.
use it on the fish people. What do I roll? A D20?
Yes.
I'm going to laugh. I got an 18. I'm going to fucking laugh if I roll the one thing that you wanted him to get the whole time.
You didn't.
You invert yourself.
So you point towards the fish people, and a black hole opens up
Yes!
and starts to pull everything in. So the ones in the back of their group are trying to run away. The ones immediately in the front, which is, what's his name?
Dr. Marsh. Randy.
Yes, not Randy. It's not Randy.
It's definitely
Obadiah. Dr.
Obadiah Randy Marsh.
Sure,
He is
Obadiah
Randy.
Randy Marsh. He gets sucked in first, and like a whole bunch of them. So out of the 37, probably 20 of them get immediately sucked into the black hole before the rest of them like sort of back away from it. And it sucks in everything around it, like the pavement, anything in
The
the immediate
band?
vicinity. Huh?
What?
The pavement? Is there a band named the
Pavement's a
pavement?
band, yeah.
Okay, I
Just
don't know.
pavement.
Okay. So yeah, you do that.
All
Guess
right.
they didn't
Then I
range
go to the
life.
car.
Okay, you're at the car.
See you later, fishies. Hope you like not existing. Woo!
Where's the keys?
Oh, and the black hole got it.
They're in Montana's pocket.
I fish around in his pockets.
Because we just dealt with fish people.
There's lots of like shitty hard candy, but you don't see any keys or feel any keys.
Are they in the flip up?
I need you to do a perception check, everyone, for me.
17.
No.
How about you, Milton?
14.
Father Beers, wake up. You gotta look it real quick.
He's not with you.
Wake up, Father Beers.
Tedward and Milton can see in the distance there appears to be a goose just over by the building with keys in its mouth. And it goes, it waddles away.
God damn it.
And as the goose just sort of sassily waddles away, that's what we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in again. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botch was brought to you by the Patreon producers, His Lord and Majesty, Big Jim, Zukari, He Who is Steve the Nuck, Chronic Ejaculation, Skinnerd, Christopher Wisdom, Stiggy, Lousy Apple, Sparkle Brony, 69. If you have the monies, please support this little shit show over at patreon.com/botchpodcast like our newest patron, Transboy90. And if you have the time, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review like our newest reviewer. He knows. It's got
Who's forging Winton again? Is that Bean?
That's me.
Okay. You can thank Bean for this goose.
Thanks, Bean. I'm angry about the goose. All
Well,
right, fine.
it's Untitled Goose Botch Game.
Love you guys. 5 stars by General Zeke Lee. November 8th, 2019. I've been listening to you guys for years now and always look forward to your weekly release.
Me too.
I'm from Montrose, PA, and now live in New Hampshire, north of Mount Washington, and love your crazy shenanigans. Thanks, Zeke Lee. Now we will find you,
That's over by Scranton.
and you will scream botched.
That's why you leave. Nobody wants to live near Wilkesboro, Scranton.
No one wants to.
Yeah, some good food there.
Yeah, you didn't.
I don't remember.
Thank you to Gozer for our intro and outro music. All of their shit is on social media at Gozer_music. The album's almost done. And as always,
When you mess with the honk, you get the bunk.
peace was never an option. See you next week, nerds!
Botched Podcast is proudly part of the Giant Size Team Up Network. For more shows like ours, head on over to www.giantsizeteamup.com.